Dr. Dan Gerstein, the Acting Under Secretary for Science and Technology, Department of Homeland Security, Dr. Jerry Boyer, Commissioner of Homeland Security of the State of New York, Professor Ronnie Gamzo, Director General of the Ministry of Health, Major General Eyal Eisenberg, Commander of Homefront Command, Dan Ronen, Director General of the Ministry of Homefront Defense, distinguished ladies and gentlemen from all around the world, good evening. I am delighted to be here with you tonight at the opening of the 3rd International Conference on Healthcare System Preparedness and Response to Emergencies and Disasters. I would like to congratulate the guests who joined us from all over the world. The importance and vitality of the health systems and emergency rescue situations in mass disasters are evident. After all, these are the most critical systems for the civilians in times of emergency, as their effective operation can save lives and reduce injuries and damage. Therefore, the necessity to learn, improve, and streamline the existing working methods of the systems and protocols never ends. I am positive that the IPRED is an excellent platform to stimulate discussions and exchange knowledge on those methods and procedures. Lack of stability in our region requires us to be ready to quickly change from routine to emergency. The State of Israel could find itself in very short notice switch to emergency situation. Because our enemies have understood that they cannot defeat us on the battlefield, they try to challenge the Israeli home front. In the next round of confrontation, we can expect a period of few weeks when every day the Israeli home front will absorb, unfortunately, hundreds or even thousands of missiles and rockets. Our collective enemy has more than 200,000 rockets and missiles that are directed and cover the entire area of Israel. This is a significant threat to our home front. I hope I won't spoil your appetite. The capabilities of our enemies are improving with time. Not only that they arm themselves with more missiles that carries larger warheads, but also their level of accuracy significantly exceeds. It is not merely a threat to population centers as we used before, but also to strategic facilities and essential industries. This means the possibility of dealing with damage to critical infrastructure or dispersion of hazardous materials near residential neighborhoods. Yet, military is only one of the risks Israel faces. Just recently, and even today, we received a reminder of how the seismological situation in the region is sensitive. For about 2 weeks, a series of underground movements were felt in different areas in Israel. So whether it's an earthquake, tsunami, storm, or God forbid military confrontation, we should value or must value the preservation of functional continuity in civilian life as much as possible. Indeed, this conference examined various perspectives in assessments of health systems for emergency situations. As long as the systems will know how to function regularly during crisis periods, they will have a direct contribution to saving lives and the national resilience. We, at the Ministry of Homefront Defense, are busy in completion and delivery of several important processes and projects to improve methods and working practices in emergency rescue authorities. We completed the establishment of a National Emergency Management School, where the first course will open during February. The school aims to create a common language of all the rescue and emergency partners, including the Ministry of Health. In addition, we have completed a central phase in our preparation to earthquake, with the drawing up of methodology for dealing with it. A major part of the written doctrine is dedicated to cooperation with rescue teams from abroad. A few weeks ago, during the World Edges exercise, we drilled with the Ministry of Health the recipe of medical assistance from the world, and the Supreme Health Authority, with the Israeli Defense Force Chief Surgeon, opened field hospital in several places. Together with the Foundation for Friendship, we intend to initiate and lead an extensive project dedicated to the establishment of local emergency crews. Teams could support in search and rescue and contribute to first responders. These crews will be able to provide also medical assistance and first aid. It is important to understand that in an event of a mass disaster, the role of the local authorities is essential in dealing with the incident, when in the initial stages it is required to provide the immediate response, and the local authorities will have to act by themselves in the first 24 to 48 hours. We are promoting a broad initiative aimed at assisting the civilian population in the field of preparedness for earthquake. We work in partnership with Magen David Adom, the Israeli EMS, with the understanding that education to promote awareness and alertness is critical to save lives and reduce injuries. In the context of the preservation of functional continuity, I am referring to functional and vital establishment in two layers. I'm looking at hospitals both in infrastructure and in human resources. We try to assist the hospitals in raising budget which can help them to upgrade infrastructure and to fortify their operations and emergency room, as we did in the Rambam Hospital in Haifa and Barzilai Hospital in Ashkelon. At the same time, we support improving the level training of the personnel for emergencies. We still continue to provide equipment that will allow them to maintain functional continuity, including energy generators, satellite phones, etc. Together with the Ministry of Health, we determined the Iron Cache, which includes the list of essential medical equipment and medicine for the functional continuity of hospitals. This list helps us to identify the scarcity of medical supplements in times of crisis in order to appeal for aid from the international community. All these steps, as well as many others, meant to streamline our work. Preparedness, exercises and training, standard setting for emergency, determining work clear procedures, all of which are essential and important component in dealing effectively with emergency and mass disasters. Over the year, ladies and gentlemen, Israel has accumulated extensive knowledge on preparing for and dealing with emergency situations. I am confident that over the next few days, we can share this knowledge while learning and striving to implement new ways and working methods. I wish you all a productive conference. Your success is ours. Enjoy the show and bon appetit. Thank you very much.